Yesterday you were talking about this whole picture, this 40-minute picture of Mars, and how that whole thing came together with the rover taking those still shots, and now they've made a movement out of it, like you're actually walking on Mars, and there's it looks like it's all moving. And when you were sharing that with me, what I started seeing was the old Disney shots when they were making the cartoons, and where they would draw one picture and then another picture and then another, and then they would just kind of roll the pictures, and it looked like there was movement, but it was all still shots. But they were so close together that when movement happened, it looked like it was that Mickey Mouse was really moving. And it was, as you're speaking today, I was just feeling that thought is thought, just like those pictures of the rover on Mars, and that there's something there that comes in that, like they did with the picture, with creating the actual movie, that puts all those thoughts together that looks like movement and gives reality to something that's just thought. And
yes.
That's what you're saying, is that it's like a magic show that's going on here, that is that just that breath that just moves it, and then it all looks like it's real, but it's just a magic show.
And the illusion of continuity.
It's just, and when you were saying that, when you were reading that article about how it was so awesome, because now as you see this 40-minute picture, it will actually, because they were just still shots, it'll actually look like you're moving, and that everything's moving. But it had no movement at all to begin with. It was just still shots. So it was just the whole thing coming together.
In a manner of speaking, yes. In a manner of speaking, it was actually the rover was moving and taking shots, moving, taking shots, moving, taking shots, moving, taking shots, sending the still shots back. But yet we're going to have the opportunity to see it as the appearance of the rover moving.
Yeah, and it's all an illusion.
Yes, just like a movie. That's what Bhagavan used to use as an analogy. What is the real is the screen, the awareness on which it is appearing.
Which is absolutely still.
Which is omnipotent, omniscient, and omnipresent. Always, all presence, always, already, everywhere present, simultaneously. Now, a word of caution. All of this that has been shared in what we call the past hour, which appears to be occurring in time, has been recorded and it's been registered and recorded in the mind. Prior to the mind is the awareness, which is what we are. The mind is a counterfeit awareness, a false awareness. It's like the film that the pictures have been. It's like the camcorder. See, it's all being recorded on the camcorder. And so that's the mind. It's like the mind. So the record of it is the mind. And so that's the memory of it. Now, I caution you. The word of caution is, don't identify with that. It's okay, it's there, It's an instrument, it's a tool, it's beneficial, but don't identify with it because that's not the reality. The record of it is not the reality. The word is not the reality. What is a word? It's a subtle thought, see? Or thoughts are subtle words. Words are energy. What's energy? It's vibration. So it's just apparent movement. But all of this is occurring on the awareness that we are. We're the awareness which is faceless, formless, timeless, spaceless. Ever present. This instant, ever present. So everything is being recorded. Even the thought can be of the past, the thought could even be of the future, but while we're having the thought of the past, it's only this instant. While we're having the thought of the future, it's only this instant. Only this instant is. Not the past. Not the future. They do not even exist. Only this instant. This instant is real. This instant is what is existing. The rest only appears to exist. So get it that the past is false. The future is false. The only real is this present. And the present is the awareness itself, not even what is being registered in the present. What's being registered in the present is still an object. It is being registered. If there is a subject there with the registration of the object, and you're making this subject the one, and it moves on too, that's not it either. There's the awareness that is prior even to the subject. That's the me. That's the mind, you see. The mind that is registering it as another subject. The false, the pseudo self. Make that distinction. Stay with the distinction, never losing sight that the awareness, again, this is words. Don't believe it in words, just let the words point us, that the awareness is always what is. The thought is what appears to be. I as a thought, I am, is not a thought. It's the awareness itself, and as Gregory a moment ago said, it's just one instant away. So close to, so immediately next to. The thought is so immediately next to the awareness. But make the distinction and stay with the distinction that the awareness is, it's what's real. The thought is pseudo. It's false. It's only appearing. Do not identify with the thought, identify with the awareness. Stay as the awareness. Remain or remember as the awareness. Let that be remembered as the ground of being. Not the thought as the ground of being. Not the memory as the ground of being. Not the record of them as the ground of being. The awareness. And as we abide and remain in this awareness as the ground of being, happiness is our true nature. So remain here and be happy. Namaste.
Namaste.